welcome one and all aboard the SS Adventurer. I am your captain for this evening, joined by 3 of my players this evening, and one of them being represented by my music bot. And so who wants to go ahead and give us a recap of last session?
Betrayal.
Yeah, but I mean, betrayal, I guess, is one. I don't think betrayal is the real word. I think it was more a case of, like, just hold your horses. I'm trying to think of the whole details that we had, but we basically...
Betrayal of bad choices.
We got chased through this, through this underground tomb. What would you class it as? Catacombs?
Yeah, mortuary, ancient mortuary was the actual description.
Yes. We kind of got chased through there by this fallen Asamar fella, who we then had to fight and beat down. After I think there was a few mimic encounters as well, wasn't there? There was a mimic encounter in there somewhere. And eventually we managed to sort of beat this guy into submission and tell him to tell us where the exit was, and he did. On the proviso that we let him go, and some of us were wanting to uphold that bargain, and one of us was not wanting to uphold that bargain, which is where betrayal comes in, I guess.
I didn't make that bargain.
We had a difference in opinion, and that's okay.
Hey, think they're trying to kill us. Go free.
Yes, but if you look at it on the flip side, though, we also tried to kill him, and he guided us through the tunnel.
Ourselves from him while he was trying to kill us ruthlessly.
But then he also guided us through the tunnel, so there was tit for tat. It was a bit of both,
Yes, he did indeed guide you through the Nether.
Yes.
Onto
we ended with on the mountainside, weren't we?
Yep. Miles and miles away from the town that you were destined to be on. And I love all your little backgrounds as well, the little mountain backgrounds. I love it.
We're dedicated. It actually feels cold. It's
So yes, indeed, we started last session with Doug opening a door and discovering on the other side were some more of these vampiric mists of Ozma. Having gone through and combed through the catacombs, they were alerted by Bastille, the goddess of passage and preservation, thanks to Cocytus and his connection, to a danger encroaching the party.
We let go.
As they delve deeper into these catacombs, into the mortuary, Cocytus boarded up one of the rooms with a bookcase to try and hold it steady for a few more rounds, whilst Doug tried to escape a room that had locked behind him. Eventually managing to break free of the room, an encounter ensued with the fallen Asimar Arbitraeus.
Yes.
As the players very swiftly dealt with him, I gave them a choice whether to end him or interrogate him. And they chose to interrogate him, and in the end made a bargain for his life. Or at least 3 of them made a bargain for his life in order to travel through the Nether and escape the catacombs, which would not be able to be opened from the inside.
Choices.
Arbitraeus has led the party to the mountainside, miles away from the town of Torsten, where they were trying to prevent Garriton from arising to power once more. A vicious vampire lord is what they have learnt so far of this character. So, you guys ended the session in the cavern, and you opted for a long rest overnight to try and recuperate your health and your resources.
Indeed.
Cocytus, You are the one that feels most aggrieved by what has just happened.
Mm-hmm.
What is he up to right at this moment whilst he's resting?
He's just sitting and stewing in quiet contemplation.
Okay. Maver and Doug, what are you guys doing at this moment in time?
Well, Doug himself. Are we saying that we've had a rest, or?
You are currently in the process of resting, I would say.
Okay, Doug's going to be tired. He's going to just sort of like get himself onto his knapsack and sort of curl up and go to sleep as best he can. Feeling sort of weary from everything that's been happening. He's going to keep an eye out for just in case anything happens, though. Yeah, try to be alert, but to sleep.
Maver?
I think Mava is feeling quite anxious about, we came out of this weird tunnel in space, and the exit is actually not too far from where she was raised, and apparently there's secrets that she didn't know about. Apparently, where she was raised is also the tomb of a king or a dragon. So that's a little weird. But also, she doesn't want to distrust the people that raised her. If they kept this a secret, it must have been for a good reason. So yeah, just a bit of anxiety, contemplation, and feeling the rift that is now happening in the party, and not sure what's going to happen because of that.
Okay.
In all fairness, there's probably bigger concerns than that, such as the fact we've been transported how far away from the city that we're on a time-sensitive mission to save?
Yeah, that's the other thing. Can we go back through that tunnel?
Access through the nether is very, very difficult and very, very dangerous. It is a form of teleportation.
We'd need our betrayers to get us back through, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
He's conveniently dumped us nowhere near the bad guy we're trying to fight.
It's fine, guys. We'll just go check out my home. We'll talk to the druids. They'll cast travel through trees or something. We're gonna be fine.
I'm okay with that if it's not too far from here.
So just to give you guys an idea.
I'm just going to say now, I love how we have this whole code of ethics and honour, how we had to abide by our pledge to not kill him, but then our pledge to help the town fend off this evil has just gone to shit because now we're not conveniently there anymore.
Oops.
So just to give you an idea, it took you a week to get from Chroma to Torsten. And that's about a third of the distance between where you are now.
And we had 3 days.
And you are also halfway up a mountainside.
Yeah, this is not ideal. I think our best bet is probably to go to the druids. A, we have questions, and B, someone there will hopefully be able to contact someone in Torsten, possibly Lord Gradle, if possible.
So let's...
We can try.
Yeah, contact him, that'll help.
1,
Yeah.
2, 3. Yeah, so, hi Arianomi. So in order to... You're looking at 1, 2... About 2.5 weeks to your home. which is indeed a slightly closer, but you have the problem of getting over to the other side of the mountain. Now you have 3 choices. You can go around the mountain and try and find like a valley passage through. You can try and going over the mountain and climbing. Or you can try and going through the mountain and trying to find a cave system that might lead you down out the other side.
And face the mighty Balrog.
You shall not pass!
Please.
I can just imagine Doug.
No one knows that dwells deep in the dark.
I can just imagine Doug turning round to like a Balrog and going, "Please."
Please. The Balrog go, oh, no one's ever been polite before.
Why does
Off you go.
Why does everyone think I am evil?
Just grumpy, that's all.
It's a good question, you know? Maybe you just need like a bit of company, some understanding.
Anyway,
some tea.
Anyway, back to the story. As you guys are coming to the end of the long rest, everyone's feeling drained and sort of got their own thoughts and opinions about what is going on. And it's not long before you hear something in the morning that panics you.
Awesome.
What was that?
That's probably Yetis.
I'm going to stay very quiet and low, and I'm just going to lift my head up and just try and have a look around. Does that feel close?
Doesn't feel like it's a million miles away, but it's not directly on top of you.
Does anybody have good eyesight? Is it morning?
It's it's morning.
Daylight?
I'm gonna send Poe to have a little scout.
Oh yeah, send the bird.
Is this a sound that I recognize at all?
Make me a nature check. On a 14, I'd say no. As you send Poe, sorry, I don't know where I got Poe from.
Fake Poe.
As you send Poe out, Cocytus, you're almost in disbelief about what Poe sees. Because Poe sees, or rather through Poe's eyes, you see a dragon wing taking off and flying away.
Is this some Skyrim bullshit?
Dragon?
What colour is it?
Sorry?
What colour is it?
Silver.
Dragon? I mean,
Dragon.
To your knowledge, they are all extinct.
would that be to all of our knowledge or just to his knowledge?
To everyone's knowledge.
Oh.
That's concerning.
Are you sure you
Are
couldn't have
you
just
sure?
Yeah, maybe you just thought he looked like a dragon. It might be something else. Maybe just something reptilian.
Dragon.
Maybe a giant bat?
He shakes his head.
Did you say you saw it flying away?
Nods.
Okay. Well, I guess at least we're not in danger. But it can't have been a dragon. They're all gone, right?
Dragon.
Okay. If you insist. I just kind of. Doug's just kind of like doesn't really believe what he's hearing, but we'll just kind of go along with it anyway. At least if the danger's not here, it's fine. Also, Doug's stomach's gonna just kind of growl a little bit. He's like, anyone got any food? I'm a little hungry. No?
I have a little bit of food here.
Thank you. Take the
Give you
food.
some of my rations.
Thank you. I kind of finished off the other rations that someone gave me. I get hungry. Is it, what's the weather like?
It's a mountainside. It's windy, it's cold, and it's snowing heavily.
Huh. Kind of wish I had my blanket right about now. I really hope that Lord Gradle's looking after it. I'm gonna sort of like walk up to the mouth of the cave and just kind of. Sorry.
You're probably never going there again.
I'm getting that blanket back. That shawl, it's my favourite shawl. I'm gonna walk up to the mouth of the cave and just kind of have a look out and just see what I can see.
As you move towards the mouth of the cave, you see the sheer drop in front of you. It's about a 50-foot drop. It's a long way down. Like you watch the fallen Asmar jump and glide off of the mountainside. You can go and take a peek off the edge if you wish.
I'm just going to tentatively just kind of peer over, just enough so I'm not going to slip off the edge. Just enough just to have a look over and see how far down. I also want to look left and right to see what pathways we have. So if there's anything on the outside of this cave.
As you come out of the cave and you look down, you see some young dragon wormlings that appear freshly hatched. You can see the egg casings in the center of what would appear to be a nest.
Oh, awesome.
I immediately back away and walk back into the cave, and I'm like, dragons! Dragons! There's dragons! Dragons!
I immediately rush out to look.
So while you went outside, I began ritual casting locate animals or plants to look for dragons.
I don't know what you're doing, but I'm just coming in and going, there's dragons down there. I can see dragons. Gokitus was right, there's dragons.
It would take you... Ritual cast is
10 minutes.
10 minutes, yeah. So you got a little while yet before that finishes.
Kokitus is rushing out when he hears the word dragons.
Kokitus, again, as you rush outside, you can see there are 3 freshly young silver dragon wormlings. Awesome. They're just playing in the snow, being young, monstrous creatures that they are.
Dragons, kill dragons.
No, you don't want to kill dragons. They look like young dragons, which means there's going to be a bigger dragon.
Kill now.
What?
How far away are they?
Oh no.
They're down a 50. That's a 50-foot sheer drop. And they are. Let me. From your current location, 50 foot down and 70 feet across.
50 foot down, 70 feet across. Okay, cool. We need to find a way to get them.
So, normally,
I'm going to send
don't
Post to
go
scout for a path to get
after
them.
someone's young, because even if we can kill these 3 dragonlings, then the mother will come after us. So, maybe we don't go after the dragonlings just yet.
Oh, how about we don't go after the dragon younglings at all? You know, they didn't do anything to us. We haven't done anything to them. We can all just sort of bypass each other and just like two ships passing in the night. Just
Yeah,
you know.
he's not even with you. He's scouting through Poe looking for a way to get down there to kill him.
Why do you feel the need to kill the dragons?
Kill all dragons.
Okay. Doug's not very good at this anyway, but can Doug do some sort of... Does Doug know that there's a difference between metallic and chroma dragon?
Make me a nature check. I think it would be incredibly hard, but you may have heard something in a book one time or another.
Oh, nature check.
Can
Highly unlikely, considering Doug doesn't read very often, but we'll have a look.
I assist with that?
Oh, that didn't work. Hang on, 1 second. I wish I could have that as well.
Yeah, you can assist.
There we go. Ooh, okay.
18. You do have an assist if you want to use it.
I will roll the assist just in case I get a nat 20. You know. Oh! Oh wait, did that do it? Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
Was a natural 20.
Yeah. So you know there is definitely a difference between chromatic and metallic dragons. I wouldn't say you know all the finer details, but you know that historically metallic dragons tend to have a slightly better temperament as a general rule of thumb.
Okay. I see that these are silver wormlings as well, don't I?
Yes.
So, just Cocytus, that, as far as I know, silver dragons, as well as other metallic dragons, they have a better temperament than most of the, you know, like the red, the blues, the primary coloured dragons. You know what I mean? If you go down there and kill them, that's essentially an act of evil, and I can't really have you doing that.
Kill dragons.
Someone help me out here. Victor, what are you doing?
I feel conflicted.
Off the record, you're not going to have much luck here.
I know.
He's it's a personal trait that nearly as ingrained as a paladin oath.
Great.
That all dragons must die.
Great. Doug doesn't know that, so Doug's going to still try not to have you go down and attack. How many wormlings did you say there were?
There's three.
3 of them, and judging by the sound that we heard and the wingspan that you saw, another large one nearby that could come back to 3 dead wormlings and, you know, supper. So, Cocytus, I really think you should probably think about this rather than just going on a suicide mission to kill the dragons. How about we don't do that and we just make our way through this cave system or something to find our way to this druid village that Maven knows of. Think smartly about this, Cocytus.
So, Maver, your spell goes off perfectly normal. Although you do feel like there's a slight surge of magical energy in the mountains, it hasn't empowered you any. Cocytus, to answer your question, there is a slight incline to the slope that you are currently on. And it would appear the closest you can get to the immediate ground is 20 feet. With a sufficient athletics check, you could probably make the jump without sustaining injury.
Okay.
Maver, your locate dragons goes off, and yes, indeed, it sort of shows you the dragons that are outside, and you can kind of detect one that seems to be flying a fair distance away. Like, this is the first sighting that you know of dragons in over 250 years.
The last one being King Odamar
The last one to have been standing was King Odomar, yes. The Black Tyrant Dragon. But there's another question that rings in your mind, Maeva. If dragons still exist, and it was dragons that were responsible for the balancing and unbalancing of the ley lines, why are the ley lines now still so unbalanced if dragons are returning to the continent?
Maybe there's not enough of them. Or maybe
that's certainly
they're not strong enough?
That's certainly something that starts to revel in your mind.
What is Cocytus doing at this point? Because obviously Doug is just kind of watching him as he kind of looking blood-eyed at these dragons.
So you said there's a ledge where I can get to jump across and get to where they are.
Yeah, if you look on the map, I've marked the different heights for you.
Okay, so it's lower there, so I could safely jump from there down.
Yeah, potentially.
Okay, I'm going to start trotting in that direction.
Okay, move your token.
God.
How much would I know about the growth of dragons? I mean, if one was a king, presumably he knew how to speak. Do I know around what age they would be capable of
No.
speech?
No.
Okay. Okay, advanced knowledge.
Almost, like, this is so advanced, this knowledge is so advanced it's almost forgotten.
Okay.
Doug is going to sort of follow in Cocytus's shadow, and just as Cocytus goes, Doug's going to follow behind.
Are you going with them, Maeva?
Draw.
Yeah, I guess I'll follow.
Okay. Feel free to move your tokens.
I'm gonna stick near Doug.
Cocytus, I do think this is a bad idea.
Victor's coming with you, but his head's in a book.
Okay.
Peter, some words of wisdom would be really good right now. No. Look. What exactly? What are you going to gain from this? Just think about that. What? I know you can't say much.
And as you say that, he just says more, and he reaches inside his armor and pulls out a necklace around his neck, and it's just full of dragon teeth.
Oh. It's probably going to be another nature check, but do any of those dragon teeth look like adult dragon teeth, or do they all look like wormling dragon teeth?
They look... Some of them, I would say that there's a varied amount of sizes.
So if the dragons haven't been around for such a long time, how long have the dragons been gone for?
About 250 years.
And he has teeth.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, so the dragons haven't been around for such a long time, and you have dragon teeth. That means you've killed dragons in the last... So you've seen dragons since they've been coming back?
Kill dragons.
Why? Well, that's just all I want to know, Cocytus, is give me somehow a reason.
Dragons evil. Kill
Why?
dragons.
Why are dragons evil?
I feel like you're looking for a conversation that's not going to happen.
I know. God, it's really hard.
Vocabulary.
Doug hasn't known Cocytus very long, so Doug is trying to get blood from a stone at the moment, I think.
Uh-huh.
Cocytus, I've just shot you a quick message on Discord.
Yes, I am looking. I'm looking. Yes, that is correct.
Yes. Can you please go ahead and make me a fate roll in that case? Yeah. Yep. I'm recalling it now. Yeah, so can you go ahead and make me a fate roll?
I am doing it right now.
Awesome.
Ugh.
On a 36 Cocytus,
Dinosaur is shitting on me when I need him.
you... long forgotten memories just flash through your mind, and it's to the point you try to contain your composure. As we've had a discussion before, what would happen if all your memories came back at once. But you get sort of flashbacks of memories. You can see flashes of dragon fire, burning buildings, and people screaming.
And he's kind of gripping his helmet for a minute as he kind of goes down to his knees.
Are you okay?
Uh-oh.
Doug's gonna take a step back. Going to step back slightly. Okay, calm down.
Cocytus? Are you alright?
And he kind of stops for a minute. And kind of stands up and composes himself, and he kind of like tilts his neck to the side. You hear like a cracking noise, like bones cracking.
Interesting.
You know, like you're working a kink at your neck. Stretches.
So Cocytus has bones. That's important to know.
And then he more calmly says, "Kill dragons."
I don't know why you want to do it, and you say dragons are evil and everything, but from what I know, from stories that I've been told, is that not all dragons are evil. You know, there are some dragons that are good, and perhaps what we've been given here is a bit of a lifeline, because if we go down there and present ourselves as just people in need, which is what we are, Cocytus. We're in need at the moment. We need a way off this mountainside to get back to somewhere safe. And he says this while he's shivering because it is freaking freezing. If we go down there, there is a good chance, Cocytus, a good chance that this dragon will just want us away from its nest, and will do whatever it takes to get us away, rather than kill us. It might just tell us the right way, and we can go on our merry way without having to kill its young, because if we kill this dragon's young, it's going to find us and it will kill us. Just...
I'm sure you know what our response is going to be.
Kill dragons?
Yes.
I think talking to them is a fantastic idea. You know, more information is always better.
Well, those ones aren't going to have much information. They're newly hatched.
Oh yeah, those aren't, but...
Yeah, but if we kill them, the parent isn't going to be very likely to give us information that we want without trying to kill us. And we cannot take on a dragon, even if we wanted to.
No, we certainly couldn't take on an adult dragon. And to be honest, 3 wormlings probably wouldn't be a walk in the park. They still have sharp teeth and they're hungry. But if we get on the dragon's good side, or well, I don't know, if we present ourselves as helpless and just in need of direction or help, then I think we have a better chance, Cocytus, at getting off this mountainside alive. I know your response is going to be, it's going to be kill dragon. Yes, I get it.
Do we want to leave Cocytus here and then we go approach the dragons and try and
Somehow I don't think Cocytus is going to stay here. And Doug's going to turn around, he's going to run back up here about 30 feet, and he's going to shout at the top of his voice, "Hey dragon, we're down here, we want to speak to you!" And sort of like have his voice echo as loud as he can through the mountains.
First off, can you make me a fate roll?
Me?
Yep.
Okay, interesting. Is that a D100?
Yes.
Okay, not done this before. Where's my D100?
So right-click the D10, the percentile figure will come up, and then you just roll that in the chat box.
Okay. 98.
Ooh.
Nice. The mountain mysteriously does not collapse around you, and you do not cause an avalanche.
Doug is not smart.
Like you see a couple of like smaller snow boulders, if you like, just sort of falling down, but you don't create a full avalanche. As you call out, you do see on the mountain ridge opposite you, like on the other side, just off the map, you see the head of a silver dragon peer above the mountainside. This is an ancient silver dragon, judging just by the size of it.
My hands are firmly sort of like out, away from my weapons. Just Doug is making a big point of that.
Do I see it?
Yeah, I would say you see it. I think everyone would see it.
Now.
Is it on the map? I don't see it.
I'm just about to put it on the map.
Oh, right, okay.
You see it appear on the other side as it hears your call.
Now I see it.
And it starts to approach the party. Seeing Cocytus with his weapon drawn, it chooses to land north of you all. And it cocks its head round. Curious. Almost like a dog when you're asking it a question. Trying to work out, are you a threat?
I know that feeling. I'm still going to maintain the non-threatening stance, and at this point, I'm not even going to take an approach step forward. I'm going to wait for the dragon to move. But I am going to sort of look back at Cocytus and just shake my head. Also, really shaking at this point because I think Doug's now kind of realizing that what he's done, and realizing that he's just stuck an ancient dragon in front of Cocytus who might just attack it and see us all as a threat. So he's it's a bit scared.
Yeah, I'm gonna step away from Cocytus.
I'm hoping Cocytus can see Doug just shaking his head. Please don't. It's not like a command or anything, it's more of a plea.
What's Cocytus doing?
I walk up in line with everyone else and just see you standing there shaking, just a coward.
Ancient dragon! Yeah. Okay.
As none of you strike,
Hello?
as none of you strike out, you see it shrink down and its body forms start to shift and change. And in front of you, you see a winter Eladrin. And they approach. Very
I'm
calmly.
quite a bow.
And she first looks at Cocytus. And she says, "My dear boy, you have suffered at the hands of my kind, have you not? As I can see, my kind have suffered at yours."
Yeah, I've still got my necklace hanging out outside of my armor.
Yeah.
Figured.
You are suffering somewhat.
Kill dragons.
Yes. I heard. Unfortunately, I am not the dragon you seek to kill. Though I think I may know where you came from, because I can see your true form.
Wait, okay.
Maver of the Hallowed Grove.
I bow even deeper. Yes?
You need not bow to me. I welcome you to the Endomida Mountains.
How do you know my name?
It is my business to know the names of the creatures that exist within my territories. I have been here hidden long since before King Odamar was destroyed. But I chose peace, whilst the others chose ferocity.
Doug's just kind of look at Cockis and say, "See, they're not all bad." Yeah, sorry.
And what of you? You are indeed a strange creature.
Who, me? You probably don't see many humans this far over here. I don't know. I've not seen many humans, to be honest.
I'm not talking about humans. Do you not even know your own lineage?
I don't know what a lineage is. Sorry.
Your bloodline. What you were made from.
Oh. As far as I know, I was adopted by my parents. So maybe I don't know what I'm made from. I don't know.
I will leave that for your own discovery. For I do not want to cause trauma to you, nor do I want to harm my children down there.
It's absolutely fine. I mean, I'm okay not knowing who my real parents were. I've always thought that my mum and dad were always my mum and dad, and I've never really wanted to know who my real mum and dad were.
I think it would cause great devastation to you if you did. So it is very nice to hear you have such a mature outlook. Sir Dragon Hunter, I understand your hatred for my kind, as the hatred stems not just from you, but throughout these lands. And I cannot say I blame them. But let me present you with a gift, if I may, that may sway you. Would you allow me to, Sir Cocytus?
He's listening.
I've just got to find it first. I've just got to make sure it's the right one. Yeah.
Did we get the dragon's name?
You have not yet. You haven't asked.
Okay.
You see her summon the snow to her hand. As she seems to have an innate bond with this mountain, you realise it's not just snow forming. The stone is being drawn towards her as her hands move and shape the stone, pulling apart what appears to be pieces of iron ore and, other metals. The rock and dust and snow being discarded through whatever it is she is conjuring. And she holds out to you, Cocytus, a large belt.
Belt. Okay, that's interesting.
I would pray you take this as a gift. As a way of an apology, and hopefully as a way of peace between you and my people.
He kind of picks it up and kind of sniffs at it. It was like, what the fuck is this?
Why don't you go ahead and make me an Arcana check?
This is not gonna go well.
No.
I knew that was not gonna go well.
You're not certain of what it is, but this figure in front of you seems to know what she's doing. She seems confident in her gift to you, and as like a sign of friendship, almost.
Hmm. I throw it at our resident mage to get identified.
I don't even know if he has identify.
I'm pretty sure he does.
I'm just gonna double check his spell list. No, he does not have identify, or not that I can see.
I think it was the wizard.
Yeah, the
Mm-hmm.
wizard doesn't have identify.
Oh.
You're talking about Victor. Oh no, Victor's a sorcerer, isn't he?
Yeah. Victor doesn't, but the wizard that we used to have in the party, I think might have.
Yeah.
I think that's what you're thinking of.
Yeah, because I remember we had stuff identified for in the past. That's what I was thinking of. See, without knowing what it is, he's not going to be trusting of it.
I can put it in the bag of holding.
Why don't you give
What?
it?
Why don't we just what? It just kind of turns to the dragon and says, "What is it?"
It is a belt forged from the mountains in the name of frost giants.
Oh.
This will give you the strength of such.
'Tis a mighty gift.
To make you mighty.
Yep.
So, can I ask, Sir Cocytus? Oh, sorry, Sir Dragon Hunter. Are we at peace? Can you find it within your bones and your soul to release the hatred you have for my kind?
One, it's hard for me to reply because I literally can't reply properly. Two, no, it might be enough to make him walk away, but not for him to release hatred. One second.
She is more than accepting to sort of acknowledge that you are going to hold peace terms, at least with her and her children.
Yeah, he begrudgingly takes it. Because more from the fact that he would happily attack an adult dragon, but he's not stupid enough to attack a ancient dragon.
I'll put that in your inventory for you.
Now that we're all we're all on sort of peaceful talking terms, do you think maybe you could help us or direct us off this mountainside somewhere safe and not as cold?
Actually, what is the
23. Increases your strength to 23.
So I get one more strength point.
We were hoping to reach the Hallowed Grove.
I hope you understand I cannot take you too far, for I have to protect my young.
Naturally.
Oh no, of course we wouldn't want you to leave your nest.
And I would appreciate you not telling people that we exist.
Okay. I'll try. I have a bit of my mouth runs sometimes, but to be honest, people don't tend to believe me anyway, so it's okay.
Let me just ask you a question. And I've forgotten what that question was. I had it there in my mind and now it's gone. Oh shit. Oh yeah, let me ask you a question. How did you come to find yourselves on my mountainside?
Well, it's a bit of a weird and long story. See, a couple of days ago, I fell fast asleep on a doorstep, and then I was awoken by some like law enforcement, and then they thought that I'd been killing people, but I hadn't been killing people. It wasn't me. And then I met up with these nice people. And then they told us that we had to go into these catacombs, and we had to explore these catacombs and find something. And then we found like a passageway, which an ASMR then guided us through the passageway. And then we had an argument with Cocytus about whether we should kill the ASMR. Then the ASMR got away, and then we fell asleep, and then we woke up in the morning, and then we found you.
We were guided through a passage through, I think it was called the Never.
Yeah, I think that's what he called it.
In which case, I would request that you make haste off of my mountainside and away from my children.
Yes, that is our plan. We just want to make it off safely.
Oh,
not
she's getting bigger.
Die.
As she transforms, starts to transform back to her ancient dragon size.
Oh, I did want to ask your ladyship, your name. It seems the polite thing to ask when you're meeting new people.
My name is Calandria. The Silver Wind. As she takes flight off of the side and lands down toward her babies, watching you very closely.
It was very nice meeting you, Lady Calandria, the Silver Wind, guardian of the mountains of
Andromeda.
Andromeda, yes.
That sounds like... I really need to change that name, I think. It sounds too much like the Muppets. Menomina.
Andromeda. I called the mountains in my campaign the Knockabacka, and everyone keeps calling the Knickerbocker Glory Mountains, and that's... Doug's just gonna say, well, we got half of what we wanted. You know, we didn't get into a fight. It's still cold, and we still don't know where we are, but at least we're not dead.
We're not dead, and Cocytus got a cool new belt.
It's an impressive belt. Maybe, does anyone know where we should probably go from here? Because it seems like we've probably got quite a long journey ahead of us before we can get to this Hallowed Grove that you keep speaking of.
I think it's this way.
Is that like an educated guess, or like you just kind of know?
I mean, I have been in these mountains before, but I haven't traveled through these mountains in a while.
Okay. Well, that's more than I've been here. I've never been here before. In fact, I've never been here like anywhere like this before. So whatever you say is probably a better guess as any. Or I'll follow your lead.
Okay.
Okay. So, we're gonna have a couple of nature and survival checks and things now.
Okay.
So, here we have a hex grid, as you can see.
I cannot.
On the world map.
Oh yes.
I am going to ask, who has the better survival check first?
Hang on 1 second. Let me see what mine is actually.
Survival, I have +7.
Oh, I've got a +5.
Okay. Can you make me 3 survival checks, please?
+4.
Maeva.
We're all pretty good at survival. Maeva's gonna go for it. Oh.
If the dice would cooperate with me, it would be great. 10 is still average.
2 more.
Oh, that's better.
So, you managed to keep... That's the wrong thing, and I've closed down the wrong bloody image. Well done, David. Here we go. So, back onto the world map. So you managed to track, which way did you want to go? Do you want to try and go through the mountains, over the mountains, or find a valley passageway?
Valley.
Valley passageway it is. So on an average of about, what's that, 43, 53 divided by 3 would be 1. Yeah, over 20 on average, almost 20 on average. You're pretty confident about where you're going. You're used to traversing mountainsides and things. You've done it a lot in your childhood and growing up. And you managed to find a valley that leads you about halfway through. Now, obviously, do you want to travel at a fast pace? Do you want to travel at a slow pace, or do you want to travel a normal pace? Bearing in mind, each hex is 1 day. A slow pace will take you 2 days per hex, and a fast day will allow you to travel 2 hexes per day.
Okay.
And it's 2 days away? Or no?
No, it's about 2.5 weeks away.
2.5 weeks. I think normal's probably best. If we go fast, we're going to burn ourselves out.
Okay.
Are we okay with that?
Okay, whatever you think's best. I can keep an eye out for things as we're moving.
I have spells that might be able to help us. I have things like a long strider that I can use. I have meld into stone. I don't know if I can cast that on multiple people or it's just myself.
Meld into stone, I think, is just yourself.
Yeah, it is. Okay, so that wouldn't be very helpful. But yeah, I have long strider that I can cast on everyone twice a day if I use my 3rd level spell slots.
Oh, you've just disconnected, Phil. Oh. I think we've lost him from Discord as well.
Uh-oh. Probably either his internet or computer.
His computer crashed.
Okay.
Ah,
Right, guys, what we will do, we will take an early break as
I thought it was gonna be me.
as Natural One Productions has sponsored us yet again. We will take a quick 5-10 minute break. Hopefully, Doug will get himself back. And then we can continue on the adventure. Don't go anywhere. We will be back as quickly as we can. Hello. Oh. Where's my microphone not working? There we go. Got it all. There we go. We are back. So yes, you decided to travel at a normal pace through the mountain range. Your first checks of survival were sufficient enough to see you all safely through the passage. Who would you like to continue leading the party, Maver?
I mean, yeah, I'm the most familiar with this terrain and area, so yeah, I continue to lead.
Okay, would you like to make me another 3 survival checks, please? Okay. I knew that was going to happen because you were going up in 7s. Did you? No, look at it, right? If there was a 21 on that dice, it would have been 21. You rolled 7, 14, and 20 in
20.
order.
It's so beautiful.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, you carry on leading the party almost straight through. You do, however, come to a bit of a problem. You are now tasked with crossing a glacier. The glacier itself is about, I would say, about 50 to 75 foot wide. It's a considerable size. You can see it appears fairly sturdy. However, setting a foot wrong here could spell trouble for somebody.
Okay.
Right.
Is there no other way? Does this seem like the only way that we have to go?
In order to get across without crossing the glacier, you would have to go back to the other side of the mountain.
Okay. Well, we don't want to be doing that. Right. Who's gonna go first? Or should we just all go together? What if we tied ourselves together? Would that help? I mean, what type of danger do we have here? Is it sort of like a slip and fall in the water, or is it like a what type of danger is it looking at?
Make me a nature check.
Fun. Get my mouse.
Nature or survival? I'll allow a survival check on this as well.
Oh, survival would be much better for me. There we go. Let's do survival.
Okay.
23. Yeah.
So, on a 23, whilst you obviously don't know the nature of the glacier itself, in order to cross this safely, the biggest risks you can determine just from instinct would be slipping and falling down the glacier itself. The glacier is not on a low incline; it's quite steep. There's risk of the glacier breaking and you falling in the glacier.
So watch your footing.
Or worst case scenario, you could get trapped underneath the glacier.
So we really want to watch our footing here. I think maybe we should tie ourselves together. That way, if one of us falls, they're not going to fall into the down through the glacier, and we can pull them up quite easily. And I assume I have some rope. I'm gonna go into my bag, and I've got some hempen rope. I could, Does everyone think this is a good idea?
I also have some rope.
In the time you've been travelling, Cocytus, would you have taken... Obviously, you would have had a long rest because a couple of days has passed. I'm assuming you would have attuned and equipped the Belt of Frost Giant.
Oh, I'm going to set it first once again.
Okay.
Doesn't trust our dragons wouldn't wear it.
So, okay, I guess who's better at traversing this kind of thing? Because that person probably better going first. Obviously, it would be better to have maybe the strongest person to go first. That way, you know, if anyone from behind falls, you know. Although, would it be better to have the strongest person going last? Because then if someone at the front falls, the strongest person can pull them up. I don't know if there's a real right way of doing this. Okay, Cocytus, I mean, maybe if you put that belt on, it would make you a bit stronger. You could help us get through this.
I am going to wild shape into an ape.
Okay.
That'll work.
Just a normal ape, yeah?
Yeah, the max I can
Cool.
wild shape at this level is half CR.
Yeah, that's fine. I've got it here. So that'll put your strength to 16.
Yeah, which is better than what it is normally.
My strength is +3. I'm 17 in strength. Okay, I'll go first. I don't mind going first. Maybe Cockett, if you go at the back, and then we can, if anything happens to me, you can pull me up. Okay? Please pull me up. You're very quiet, Cox. I don't know. Is your mic on?
Yeah. Might not be
Sorry.
me up.
Oh, sorry. I saw your mouth moving, but no sound coming out.
Oh.
Okay. Doug is going to tentatively step out onto the glacier in the direction that we're going.
Okay, Doug.
I'm assuming we're all tied together.
Are you tied together?
Yeah.
Okay. In which case, I need each of you to make me a survival check, please.
Okay.
Even though not all are on it.
You're tied together. So I'm going to be treating this as a group activity.
That's good because, you know, I rolled a 6, so... or 11 in total.
How does rolling a skill work for me when I'm in...
Oh, I need to do it. Don't, I need to do it. So your mental stats stay the same, but your physical stats are what change. So survival is wisdom based, so you would roll it from your character sheet.
Awesome.
What did you get? I've got 11.
Okay. That's actually not a bad average. Yeah, you step out. You can feel... Like, especially you, Cocytus, as you eventually step out onto the glacier, your weight on top of it doesn't feel as sturdy as the rest of your walk thus far. But it's sturdy enough, and you're able to anchor yourself into the snow enough so that you can traverse this glacier. You can feel like the shifting and hear the cracking and creaking of ice as you start to cross.
Okay.
You eventually get across the glacier, and as you do, you notice that in order to cross it, you've slowly been on a descent at the same time. You are now only about 100 feet off of the ground from the mountainside.
Okay, that wasn't scary at all. So we just need to make our way. What further? Is there a pathway that we follow down, or?
It's a bit ruggedy, but yeah, you can make the way down.
Okay.
Sorry, go on.
No, I was going to say Doug's going to try and make haste. He doesn't like it. It's cold, and he wants to try and get down from it as fast as possible.
That's fine. As you guys manage to descend safely off of the mountain, you, Maeva, you're granted with a sight you've not seen in a very, very long time. You can see the forest line that marks the border between the Osharian Empire and Sanctuary, the area that knows no king. You are nearly home. You would know from your previous travels that you still have a very thick forest and jungle to traverse. And navigating across the rivers isn't the easiest of tasks in this area that you're about to approach. But it's not the worst either. Like, you think that you'll be confidently able to navigate it. And as such, I am going to grant you advantage on all survival and nature checks whilst you are traversing in Sanctuary, being that it is your home territory.
Yes. Maeva is going to jump up and down excitedly.
You seem happy about us being here. That's a good sign.
I don't know what apes sound like. Yeah, it's more of a monkey though, I think.
I like that. I like that a lot.
My wife's going to be sitting through there thinking, what is he doing? Oh dear.
I need to double check something very, very quickly.
So we're out of danger from the glacier.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, I think I'll turn back now then. We're almost there.
Oh, good. Do you reckon they'll have food as well? I'm really hungry. Surviving on rations is fine, but, you know, I could really do some proper food.
There'll be food. There's also food all around us, technically. But we're prioritizing travel right now.
Oh yeah, of course. It's all about being able to know what be able to take what there is around us and turn it into food. I don't know how to do that.
I know pretty well, but we need to focus on getting there.
Of course.
I just realised where you put the Hallowed Grove. It's alright, I thought it was more north than that. That's fine. So yeah, you are indeed nearly home. You're about 3 or 4 days away.
Is there any point of us even going back to where we were? Because they're going to be screwed by now. We had a 3-day time limit to save everyone.
Doesn't
I think
mean...
at this point we probably want to increase our pace to fast pace now that we're out of the mountains.
Absolutely. However, Maeva, you receive, like, as you're set up camp and settling down for the night, let's get the get rid of the mountain noises as well. Come on, stop. I want to stop. Oh, there we go. Come on. It's not going to behave for me now, is it? So, you're moving into thicketed forest and jungle. Maeva, as you settle down for camp for the evening, you see something that you've not seen for a very, very, very long time. You see a black raven heading down to your location. As you... What do you do?
I'm going to call out to the raven.
Okay, I'm just trying to find this name again now. I had it a minute ago.
Okay.
There we go.
Arwen?
No. So as you call out to the raven comes and settles down near the camp. In almost a heartbeat, you see them transform. And it's somebody you recognise. I'm just seeing if you put a description in here, but I don't think you have. Oh, yes, you have. You are... Yeah, there's no description here. You are looking upon a very elderly Goliath. Somebody who gave care to you when you were younger and sought you to safety. You are in the presence of Nalai.
Nalai?
It's been a long time, Maeva.
What are you doing here?
I sensed your presence nearby, so I thought I would forewarn you. Sanctuary is no longer the place we once knew. It has become overrun with undead creatures of unspeakable origins.
That is unfortunate. Where have you been?
I've been watching over the mountains and over the grove itself from afar for a long time.
I thought you were dead. We all thought you died.
Death sometimes is a passing, fleeting moment. Sometimes greater beings see it worthwhile bringing you back.
I cannot begin to understand what it is that you speak of. However, if you see fit to warn me of the change in terrain, can you tell me more about what's going on in the grove? How does it fare? Or
The grove has been ransacked. Our people scattered to the winds. Many, many people have come and gone through that hallowed grove looking for secrets long forgotten. And now we could hold it no longer.
secrets that should have stayed forgotten.
Precisely. There is something arising, and I do not want you near when it occurs.
Hasn't anyone tried to stop it?
Our people died and suffered trying to stop what is to come.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Maeva, can you go ahead and make me a history check, please?
Sure.
On a 15, you remember that when you first started out on this journey, I know you joined a little bit later, but you remember that there was talk about the god of death rising.
Oh.
Indeed. That is what we fear is coming to Sanctuary.
We can't allow it to happen.
We are trying our best, mustering all the strength we can. We know there is something in the Rebirth Mountains, far to the north, that is also stirring. And it appears that these two things are no coincidence.
Right. Okay.
So if you are to set foot, please, be careful.
We will. Can you send a message for us?
Of course.
I'm gonna look to the rest of the party. Things just got very complicated. Do we still want to contact Lord Gradle to let him know what's going on? I mean, it's too late for what we were trying to help with.
I'm okay with that. I don't really know what we were trying to help with anyway. I thought that we were following a path that was going to be helping with that situation. I thought that's what we were here for. I think maybe it's all connected.
It's possible.
Do you think that whatever's going on at the Hallowed Grove or Sanctuary, do you think anything that's going on there would be too much for us to handle?
Gorston.
something about Torsten.
Return.
Um, I mean, yeah, I'd like to return to Torsten. My blanket's there. But it just feels like whatever we're doing, whatever path we've been led on here, it seems like it might be connected. And if we deal with this here, maybe it'll make things better for them in Torsten. But I don't know. I have less of an insight on this mission than you. I'm just with you guys. As but by happenstance, it's you know, um,
I think what's going on in Sanctuary is likely a bit larger than what's going on in Torsten.
okay.
But like you said, it sounds like it's connected somehow. But we also just owe it to Lord Gradle to let him know what's going on, what we discovered.
Doug's going to turn to the Goliath and just say, do you know how long it would take for us to get from here back to Torsten, and do you know the way?
I do indeed know the way. I have a method to transport you if that is what you wish to return to.
Torsten.
Unless of course there's any other discrepancies in this. And I mean, do you feel like you need our help here right now?
Any and all help would be appreciated. However, I fear that Maeva is still too childish to fight in the way that she was required to.
Oh, I don't think Maeve is childish. But then again, I'm only 4 years old, so I guess anyone that is compared to me would not be childish. Unless, of course, they were 3 years old.
How am I childish? I don't understand.
You are still young and ignorant. And I am just trying to keep you safe. Like any good caregiver would.
Yes, keeping us safe by abandoning us.
It is not a choice I made easily, Maeva.
It would have been nice to know that you were still alive.
Like I said, sometimes greater beings see fit to return us from the grave.
Very well. If you have a means to bring us to Torsten, it would be much appreciated. We have business to conclude there, and then we are going to return.
I can return you there, but it may take you some time to get back. As I will not be there to open the doorway again. But be warned for the creatures that dwell within the nether. You have already travelled once through there.
Are we going to have to go for the Nether to get back to Torsten?
Indeed.
Don't suppose that ASMR passed through here recently, did they?
No.
Oh.
Just walk straight. Do not attract attention to yourselves. The nether should only ever be passed through when absolutely necessary, and only by creatures that don't belong among the living. It has ways of warping you.
Oh, okay.
As she starts speaking, she says, "Are you ready, or do you wish to rest here for a while?"
We're ready.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm ready.
Very well. As she looks to a nearby red oak, you can hear her chanting and talking to the tree as a doorway starts to appear before you. Step through when you are ready.
I'm just going to go through first.
Okay.
Okay. Are you going through one by one or all together?
Let's just all go in.
Yeah, I'll go as soon as they go.
Okay. I need you now all to make me wisdom saving throws, please.
Wisdom. Where are you, Wisdom? There you are. Oh.
Okay. This place has some immense pressure on you mentally and physically. It's a very, very draining place. It's very bland. There's little to nothing here. As described before, it is like nothing you've ever experienced. It's silent, deathly so. Not even the sound of your footsteps making a noise. I'm just trying to find something now. Bear with me. I will need whoever has the highest perception to make me a perception check, although I think I've just been hit by Nat 1 Productions again.
Perception for me is a big ol' +5.
Yep, I've been hit by Natural 1 Productions. Hip hip hooray. You're all about to get kicked from Fantasy Grounds because my Fantasy Grounds has decided to cave in.
My perception is +7.
Oh, right. You're better than me.
Same here.
Oh. I specifically made my perception high.
I apologise for those watching. We have been hit by Natural 1 Productions yet again.
Oh, it's Fantasy Grounds gone down.
Yeah,
Hey.
it just crashed. So I'm just waiting for it to get back.
Okie dokie.
Considering Cocytus is the tallest, why don't we give him the perception check?
Okie dokie. Sorry, I had a yawn.
And if he sees something, out of the three of us, I think he'd have the best idea of what's going on.
Oh yeah.
I've got Poe sitting on my shoulder looking around as well. Do I get any advantage on that?
Yeah, I'll let you have advantage when it loads up. If you know your stats and you've got a physical dice there, feel free to roll that whilst we wait for Fantasy Grounds.
Screw it. Oh, let me get my D&D stuff out.
We may just theatre of the mind this for a minute because it appears like Fantasy Grounds is going to throw a hissy fit at me.
Oh no.
20 number 2. Right, here we go.
That's okay. I have Mava done up in D&D Beyond, so.
I do not.
Ice Tower is here. Right.
Come on, load up. Please load up. Please load up. Come on.
There we go. Oh, awesome. So that is 18 plus 7, so that's 25 perception.
Okay. As you look around, you do notice small, piercing pairs of eyes darting around in the darkness. Fantasy grounds now up if you guys want to get yourselves in slowly. I think I may have spoken too soon.
Computer says no.
It may well say no tonight. So we may have to just improvise this as much as possible.
Trust your players with their dice rolls.
Yeah.
Trust your players with their dice rolls.
I always trust my players with their dice rolls.
Huh. But the only other thing is I don't know my stats.
It's okay. Fantasy Rounds isn't crashing. It has actually behaved itself.
Ooh.
So, if you guys want to get yourselves in and connected up.
Loading.
So yeah, on a 25, you do indeed see creatures darting around in the darkness. And let me just try and get... Why have you opened that? That's not what I clicked.
Yeah, it is. Oh no, it isn't. That style goes away after one roll.
Oh, there we go. Right, done. Right, that one. There we go. Come on. Come on. Come on, you little dee. There we go. I'm just trying to do... find something, anything. Because maps don't work unless you have some form of image on there. Unfortunately, I don't want an image on there. I just want plain blackness. Well, I wonder if it will work. No. It's crashed it again. Or is it just because someone's connecting? Could just be because somebody's connecting.
I just loaded in.
Nope, we're going to have to theatre of the mind this. Okay, as best as we can. I know you're to hit... Oh, no. Oh. Speaking too soon. I'm speaking too soon. Oh. No, we lost Phil. Oh, my God.
Oh, no.
Oh, dear. Oh, I don't even know what to say at this point. I just don't know what to say.
Never happens this much.
The Never creatures got him.
Well, that's the thing. I think it very well could have. And in fact, I think I can just use a blank. Yes, I can. So, I don't actually need an image on there.
Let's go into paint. Just go paint and bucket black.
You can't paint bucket on this, annoyingly.
No, I said go into paint. Go
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Hi, sorry about that. I don't know what happened then. Again, computer keeps crashing.
That's alright.
It's the third time my computer's done that today, so I'm starting to get worried now. I'm after.
That's not good.
Well, it's really annoying actually because I've had an issue with my keyboard for a while, and that's actually not an issue anymore. It's fixed itself, but now it keeps crashing. It's like okay, you can have your E, D, and C keys back, but we're gonna crash on you all the time.
Yeah, crash.
Stupid.
Make sure these are what I think they are. Yes, they are.
Oh dear.
So, I need you all to roll me initiative, please.
Oh, god damn it.
Okay.
I told you to keep minimal attention and stay on the path. Just run. No, peg it.
Okay, let's initiative this. Bad boy. Oh, come on.
Beautiful.
Me and Maeve are going at the same time. Cocytus is just gonna run in and kill things. Alright, before we get to act, Cocytus just kills everything. We're like, hey.
So, they do indeed get to go first. As what appears before you looks somewhat like a shadowy demon.
Is there a map? I'm not seeing one.
We don't need a map.
There's the map.
No. Okay.
This is
Okay.
So,
Oh man.
where's number one? There is.
Which direction were we walking in? North.
You were walking from left to right. So
Left to right.
east.
And I'm guessing this is kind of like an endless black space. There's no...
Indeed.
Yeah,
There's no
okay.
definition or anything.
We are in the Matrix loading room.
Oh, great. Ah!
This one is going to do.
Gonna do the do.
It is going to do the do. So it's going to move up to you. Oh. 22 hits you, doesn't it?
Yeah, that hits me. Yeah.
You will take 6 points of bludgeoning.
Ouch.
I just need to double check something. Hits, blah blah blah, and target is grappled. Yep. Until the grapple ends, target takes the start of each of its turns. The muzzle. Okay, so it grapples hold of you.
Oh god.
You are now grappled. And as it grapples you, it lied to me. It said if I pushed the Alt button, I could group select. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh.
Let's just take it to there.
There's a lot of movement.
You, as it grapples hold of you, Cocytus and Maver, you suddenly just see Doug disappear into the black.
Yeah.
And you reappear, Doug, still being grappled by this thing a considerable distance away. You are now cursed. For the
What's
next...
new?
You are cursed for the next hour.
That seems to be my thing, that, being cursed.
Mm-hmm.
Do. 5.
What does this curse do?
15, 20, 25. You'll find out.
Oh.
This one's going to try and get you, Cocytus. And miss as it comes at you with a really thin piece of wire. And you manage to avoid it. 1, 2, 3, 4. As this one comes for you, Maver. And I believe a 17 is a hit.
Yep.
Giving you 8 points of damage. Grappling you. And it's going to do the same thing it did to Doug. And you are going to disappear a considerable ways away from your friends and all that you are known, and you are now cursed.
Okay.
10, 15. And it hits you as well, Cocytus.
17? Oh. Okay.
Dealing 5 points of bludgeoning damage to you.
So we just automatically grapple. We don't contest it at all.
Nope. To break the grapple, it's a blah blah blah. So it's to break the grapple. You need to make an athletics check, and it's with disadvantage.
Hmm.
And this one's going to drag you down in this direction, as the other two pop away. Cocytus, it's your turn.
Cool. Go big.
Cool. Whoop. Oh no, it's only 4 squares, isn't it?
Yep, 4.
There you go.
I'm gonna. Poe's gonna be with me.
Mm-hmm.
Would have followed and landed on my shoulder as I'm getting bigger. He'll be assisting. And let's just smack the shit out of this thing.
Okay. As you get a better look at it, it looks like some kind of deformed goblin. And you see it going...
Cool, right. So I'm going to attack. I'm going to sort of post squawking and flapping at it. Where has my character box gone? There it is.
And as a side note, even with dark vision, you can only see about 10 feet in this light.
Great. This is completely alone.
Okay. $26 to hit.
That is a hit.
And then there's going to be an extra d6 on top of this. So first of all, reroll with 2.
Yep.
So that goes up by 4 to 25.
Yep.
And the extra d6, which is then
27.
reroll.
Ooh.
Let's reroll
Yeah.
the extra d6 as well. So that's 28.
Okay.
Second attack.
Yep.
$21 to hit.
Is a hit.
Yeah. 28, and then reroll over 2s. First 2 becomes 1, so it goes down a point. The second 2 becomes a 5, so that goes to 16, and then goes up to 21. So that's 20. So that's 28 and 21. So that's 49 points of damage.
How does it look?
Hmm?
How does it look? How are you doing this?
Oh, how am I doing it? I'm just gonna just hammer straight down on it multiple times.
You indeed hammer down on it multiple times, as you seem to crush it.
Kind of like Marrow the Hammer in Retro Donkey Kong, where you're climbing up the ladders.
Yep. Doug.
And
Oh,
I've still got my movement.
You do. Before you move though, can you make me? I'll give you a choice between perception and survival.
Right now, one thing I'm going to do as well. I will have had I've also got, because while I'm focused on the creature, I will have had Poe also try and keep note of what way we've been dragged as well.
I would say because you haven't actually been dragged, you've been teleported.
Teleported?
Yes.
Right, okay.
And
Right.
because of the nature of where you are, it's very, very difficult and very easy to become disorientated.
Okay, so I've got to do a perception or a...
Survival.
Perception or survival. I got advantage on that for having Poe with me before. Do I still?
Because you and Poe can perceive the same thing, I would say no.
Right, okay.
And this is an unknown territory even for you.
Where is my perception? Where is my perception? 16 on perception.
Okay. On a 16, you can hear Maver and Doug sort of yelping and fighting in the distance. And you get a general feel for their direction. You're not overly certain on where they are, but you know they are in sort of a northward direction of you.
Cool, so I'm going to move my full movement directly towards the area in between the two of them.
Okay.
So that's going to be... Oh god, this is awkward because I can't see them both on the map and see how far I'm moving.
Do you want me to do it for you?
Where is that?
So what's your full movement?
30... Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Right, I can see where I can move up to. I can move up to here.
Okay.
I just counted squares, it was easier.
Yeah. Okay, Doug.
Okay.
This thing has teleported you away and is...
Okay. I pull out my swords. I pull out. Obviously, I pull out. Snipe and my new sword, which was a squirrel. Snipe and squirrel. And I'm going to make an attack with both. So I'm gonna slash down with snipe on this creature. Where's where's my weapons? There we are. Actions. Snipe first. That's fetch. There we are.
Remember, it's at disadvantage.
Yes, it is. I don't know this yet, but it is. Yeah. Hang on a second. There we go. And go. Still a 19.
Hits.
Yes. Let's roll damage on this bad boy. Is that the right one? Yes, it is. 8 points of damage.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna swipe at it with squirrel. Not disadvantage this time, is it? So, just does it automatically turn off? I have to press it again, do I?
No. Automatically turns off.
Oh, okay, that's all right then. Die! Oh, come on! And that one.
You can't hear much in this unhallowed place, but you do hear the as you go to swipe at it, and clearly missing. Your eyes on. It seems your eyes are telling you something different. Maver.
Can I have my second attack?
Oh yeah, sorry.
Because I have an extra attack.
I thought that was your. I thought that was your second attack. Sorry.
No, I have two-handed fighting, so I attack once and then again, and then I do it again to another 2 attacks. So once with disadvantage with snipe. Where are you? There you are. That's 17.
A 17 is a hit.
Nice. That's 9 points of damage.
Yeah.
And then with the with squirrel.
It's a
13.
miss. Oh no, it's a
Ah.
hit. It's a hit. Sorry, no, that's
Oh.
a hit.
Nice one. Excellent.
I thought his
So I will...
I thought his AC was a lot higher.
7 points of damage.
As you cut into this creature, it seems like a formidable opponent. It's bloodied, but it's certainly not down or given in by any stretch of the imagination. Maver.
Can I cast spells while grappled?
Depends. Does it have any semantic components?
Yes.
I would say not then, as it's using a Garrow against you.
Grapple just remove.
Okay.
Grapple should only make your movement speed 0.
Yeah, that's true.
All it does is make your movement speed
Yeah.
0. That's
Yeah, no, I'll allow you.
Restrained is the one
Yeah.
where
I always get grappled and restrained mixed up. Always.
if you couldn't do semantic components, we wouldn't be able to attack because we wouldn't use our hands for weapons.
That's true.
Okay, yeah, I am going to conjure some animals.
Bunnies.
Yes. 1 million bunnies, please.
A million bunnies.
Yeah. They're formidable opponents, I'll tell you that much. I actually like 4 war horses.
Okay. Where do they appear? That's the question.
Each one of them is going to... Yeah, they're all going to appear 20 feet away from me.
What?
Like they're riding in
They won't see you.
from the nether.
They wouldn't see you from 20 feet away.
We've got 10 foot. We've got 10
Only
foot.
10 foot. Okay, 10 feet away. Not as cool, and they won't be able to do a trampling charge, but...
Just spawn them in a cross shape around the enemy so they all get...
Do they
Yeah, so-
do they act after you or on their own initiative?
On their own initiative, it looks
Okay.
like.
Okay. So, it is in fact their turn. And you want them
Awesome.
to appear about 10 feet away from you.
Yes, with my bonus action, I would also like to invoke... which one is it? The bear totem spirit.
Mm-hmm.
Which means that each creature within 30 feet of the spirit has advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws, and when it is summoned, each creature of my choosing, so me and my 4 horse buddies, gain 10 temporary hit points.
Okay. That's fine. So, Warhorse 1, what's it doing?
It is going to attack the thing that's grappling me.
Sure. It can't do the trampling charge, but it can use the hooves. And it nat 20s!
Hey!
Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. I love it.
It's a good thing Doug can't see these horses.
Don't worry, we're coming for you.
So, second one doing the same.
Yep.
Cool. Nat 1.
Might want to move the second one up a square. It's not actually in the square bounds.
Third.
Because the other one can actually get into attack.
Hooves. That's a hit. And that's 10 points of damage. And number 4 comes charging in.
Number 4 is flanking.
Number 4 is flanking. But it just gets the normal hit. Poof. As the horses trample this creature to death, and it just seems to disappear.
I like how you conjured them all really
Amazing.
well dressed as well. That's yeah.
That's what I call horsepower.
Vin
Can I
Diesel will be
mount one
jealous.
of the horses, or do I have to do that on my next turn?
You'll have to do that on your next turn.
Okay, that's fine.
Right. I need to see if this recharges quickly. No, it does not. Yeah, so... Oh, sorry. What were you going to do, Maeva? Sorry.
I just wanted to get up on top of one of the horses, but if I have to wait, that's fine.
Yeah. So
I think I did good anyway.
Oh, shit. Didn't do the thing. There we go. Yeah, I know it's done that, but why aren't you doing that one? Or is it the start of their turn? No, each of the measles turns, so it should have taken... I don't know why it hasn't programmed this in, but this is... So you take 5 points of damage at the start of its turn, Doug.
Oh,
as
great.
it's still got hold of you in the garret.
Okay.
Can it attack whilst it's... No. So you stay grappled. That one's gone.
Okie dokie.
Cocytus.
I'm gonna dash.
Okay, make me a perception check.
Well, surely I'd know what direction I'm going in. I just keep going in the direction I'm already running.
Yeah, sure. So you're heading in the middle, in between them.
Because when my turn ended, I was still running.
Yeah.
So let's go on it. Let me. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Straight up and right.
You were heading in between them, not...
Oh, sorry. I realised I was too zoomed in. 1 minute, let me change that.
Sorry, there you go. I'll let you go to there. I moved you up a bit further, but a little bit.
Yeah, I didn't realise I went too far to the right.
That's all right.
I had to zoom in to see what I was doing.
Oh, it's done it at the start of your turn. It shouldn't be at the start of your turn. So let's deduct that 15. So... Oh, it has a +3 as well, so it should have been... It was 11, so it should have been 14.
Ouch.
So let's deduct 15 down to 11, then add 3 is 14, so you're on 14 points of damage.
Okay. So it's my turn now, is it?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to try and attack again.
And in my turn, I'm just gonna kind of shout out, and make a noise so everyone can know where I am.
Okay, as I hear the noise, I'm going to shout, "Over here, Cocytus!" And I'm going
to... roll me a perception check first. Sound does not travel well here.
Oh, yeah, good point. So would I actually hear it?
That's what I say. Make me a perception check.
Okie dokie, I'll do that. Perception. I've got pretty good perception. 16.
You just about hear it. You're not sure where it comes from, but you do hear it.
Okay, so I do respond with shouting out to see if he can hear me.
Sure.
And then I'm going to go ahead and attack this guy. Sorry, just let you know, I only get 1 bonus attack, so I don't get 4 attacks, I only get 3 attacks. Okay. Just for a future thing, I don't want to overpower myself.
That's
so,
right.
first attack with snipe. Go! Oh, with disadvantage. Sorry, I'll just roll another d20 and...
Take the lowest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, 17.
Yeah. Yeah.
So actually, yeah, sorry, 17 to hit, so I'm assuming that hits.
Yep.
Yep, and... that is 11 points of damage.
Nice. It's not looking healthy.
Okay, then the Sword of Vengeance Squirrel is going to come in and attack on my offhand. That is 24 to hit.
Nice. And it misses.
Sorry?
And it misses.
Oh, yeah. You mean it goes all the way back around? Oh, with a 6, that's 12.
Nice.
12 points of damage there. Is that enough? Yes. I kind of stab it through the skull and then sort of rip its head apart and then sort of like just take a sigh of relief that it's dead. And I feel a bit of a rush of energy from the Sword of Vengeance as it, as it fills me with vengeance for these creatures.
It seems happy that you've used it, but was not happy that it was your offhand.
I still get proficiency in the offhand. I'm sorry, but sniper's my favourite sword. So, but actually, what Doug will do actually in that instance, will actually swap over the hands and put the Sword of Vengeance into his other hand.
Actually, that doesn't make any difference, so that's fine.
I should have made a Wisdom saving throw when it attacked me.
But yes. It doesn't make a difference anyway.
No. I'm then going to use my movement to move in the general direction of where I would have heard Cocytus, if I can.
Yeah, I'll say roll me a d4.
A d4?
Yeah.
That is a 1.
You managed to move in the right direction towards Cocytus.
Okay, oh, excellent. There. Thank you.
Maeva.
I'm going to get on top of one of the horses.
Yep.
Can I hear any of my companions?
Make me a perception check. You are not entirely sure where your companions have gone.
Okay. Can any of my horses tell where they are?
No, because they don't know what your companions look like.
I will describe them.
Have you got Speak with Animals up? Or...
Oh, yes, Speak with Beasts is always on for me because of my subclass.
Okay. So you describe them to your horses, and I think between the four of them, they managed to pick up on something of your party. Albeit
so one
cagey.
of them is really big, kind of metally. One of them is, like, generally just, like, a basic human, I think.
And one of them is
there's another human, dressed as kind of flamboyantly.
And he smells of Vanguard.
Vanguard. So yes, you do manage to eventually recoup yourselves together, and Maeva, you come with your herd, thundering almost silently thundering. That's an interesting description. Silently thundering through the nether, towards your allies and compatriots.
I know what you mean. It's not like a lot of sound, but like the vibrations.
Yep.
You can feel.
It's like having your bass turned up all the way with no other sound.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe we should look out for more of those things. Make sure they don't grab hold of us again.
probably a good idea. Does anyone want to ride?
He kind of looks up at the horse. Kind of like, okay. Trying not to, not growl at it, but kind of stare it out.
So I don't know how this works, but we are in the Nether, which is kind of the realm of the undead, is the vibe I'm getting. So these war horses that I've summoned, I feel like they might look a little skeletal,
A bit funky.
a little bit funky.
Zombie horses.
They look absolutely like normal horses.
Okay, amazing.
They just have no souls.
But go.
This is true.
But
you just wait until they neigh, and then you realise they got vampiric teeth. And
But go ahead and make me an Arcana check anyway, Maver.
Okay.
Nice. 17. Okay, I'm going to have to explain this in outer character terms because there's no other way of doing it. The Nether, you have now realised almost exactly what it is. It's effectively this world's version of the Shadowfell.
Ooh.
It corrupts any who are within it for too long. And those who become corrupted turn into monsters, ghouls, goons, all those kinds of things. Go ahead and make me a history check.
Is that all of us or Maver?
Maver. Yeah, no, you won't have known them. Okay, that's fine.
You expect me to know things like history?
You might have done.
Maybe.
So yeah. This is this world's version of the Shadowfell, effectively. Only difference between the Nether and the Shadowfell is the Shadowfell has a material presence to it, whereas this place doesn't. This is just a nothingness of eternity.
Okay.
Your old
So
your old caregiver's words echo in your mind. Head straight on the path. Do not deviate.
Yeah, okay. Everyone on the horses, we are going to depart swiftly.
Okay.
and I shrink down again.
Do the horses have saddles?
Nope.
Doug's just gonna clamber on, it's like, and just kind of wrap his arms around the horse's neck.
Okay.
It's not graceful.
It'll do for now.
I just jump up on.
And there's one for Victor, too!
Yeah, how helpful he was in that fight.
Yeah, Victor, get your nose out of the book. Things are happening at the moment.
I assume he dealt with his own off-screen.
Effectively, yeah.
No,
Yeah.
he died.
So, you head thundering in a straight direction, and soon bright light hits your eyes. And you do indeed finally arrive back into Torsten.
Are we back in the catacomb area that we were in?
You are stood outside the town gates.
Oh.
Probably straight through a tree.
Oh, I
What
see.
happened to the color?
Oh. How many days were we gone?
You were
A
gone.
couple weeks.
No, you were gone for about a week.
Okay.
Oh
Not
dear.
And because we had 3 days to go,
terrible.
So, the town has certainly changed. There is no longer the happy vibe that Torsten once had. You look through the streets from the city gates, and you can see the mists of Ozma are certainly floating around. The people that live here, or the few that chose to stay, they are not looking good. Most of them are looking very thin, very pale.
What happened here?
Are you just asking a random passerby?
I'm just kind of asking Maver and Cocytus, really.
let's go together.
I think we were too late, but we might be able to reverse some of the damage.
We need to. Maybe we should get to Lord Gradel's house. See if he's okay.
I doubt he is. Do we want to go to Lord Gradel's house first, or the catacombs first?
Gradle.
Yeah, it's closer anyway, so yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
So, you head over to the mansion. And again, the people don't look happy, they look gloomy.
Are there many people around?
Very, very few. The few that have chosen to stay look on the brink of death themselves. As you start walking through the streets, the mists, they automatically start to gravitate towards you. They don't strike you, but they are gravitating towards you, inspecting you. You can see them taking an even more definitive form than they did before. Whereas before they were like a black shadow in their humanoid shape, they are now seem to be clearly vested, sort of bearing armour and bearing some kind of black swords.
They look like suits of armor, or they look like armored shadows?
Looks almost like a human wearing armour, but you can see there is still a gaseous air to them.
Probably best to avoid those. Best we can right now.
Do you continue to head up toward the manor?
Uh-huh.
As you knock on the manor door, the door opens completely independently.
That's not creepy at all. Do we go in? I think maybe we should go in. Those shadow misty creatures look like they're probably ready to happen upon us at any point, so yeah, let's go in. And Doug's gonna step in.
Okay. Just bear with me whilst I tidy this up, because I haven't tidied it up since we last used this map. So, as you enter in through the main doors... So annoying, you can't put tokens on more than one map at a time.
Huh.
Cages are still on the floor.
No, they're not.
She's still trapped in the cages.
No, she's gone.
Oh no,
As
she
is that one.
disappeared.
So, as you enter in, it appears that the mansion, for the most part, has been abandoned. As
I'm
far
just gonna
as
yell.
you can tell.
I'm just going to yell out, Lord Gradle! It's us! You here?
A voice calls out. Well, not calls out. You hear...
As I hear that, I kind of reply back of.
You hear steps coming down the stairs. It's not Lord Gradle though. You have not seen this figure before. He has long, silvery, wiry hair.
Okay.
Piercing silver eyes. And quite clearly wearing upper market clothing. With a glass of red liquid in his hand. He says, "How nice. Guests. Visitors. Or is it trespassers and interlopers?"
Who are you? Apart from Jimmy Carr.
As if you
John
do,
off.
as if you do not know my name.
I've never met you before, so you know we haven't actually been introduced. So you know, no, sorry, don't know your name.
Oh, remembering where the cages are, I'm going to stay clear of where they are.
Well,
Isaac?
that is certainly cute.
No.
As
Abel Garriton.
once again, Lord Garriton to you.
I have no lord.
We shall change that then. Can you make me a wisdom saving throw? You can feel his presence in your mind. You can see him pushing his will upon you. But he's not moving or gesturing or seemingly using any sort of components.
Where is he? We don't have an icon for him.
Now let me ask you, strangers. Are you interlopers? Or are you guests? It's been so long since I've had friendly company.
The last time we were in this house, we were here as guests. Where is Lord Gradle?
Look up there. As he points towards the ceiling.
I look up.
As you look up, you see the corpse of Lord Gradle strapped in barbed wire to the ceiling.
He's dead.
His blood still, though thick and I'm trying to think of the word. Congelated.
Coagulated.
That's the word. Coagulated. Though thick and coagulated, still freshly dripping from the ceiling.
Is he, and I'm using quotation marks here, still alive?
He is suspended in existence.
I'm just gonna, as I look, is my shawl still? Does he have my shawl on him?
Your shawl is around his neck, and you can see it's been ripped and torn.
Okay. Alright, self-control.
We can clean and mend it.
Do some mending later. Where is this dude on the stairs? You said it's on the stairs.
Yeah, so let me just put a random vampire NPC there just for now, because I wasn't actually expecting you to go back here, so I wasn't expecting to need his stat block.
Never expect the players to do what...
No, I know. I should know better, especially with a certain somebody in the party.
I thought this was always the plan.
Oh dear.
Well, after you got transported all that way, I thought you were just going to go straight through where you were meant to. But yeah, that's whereabouts he's standing at the moment.
Oh, I thought he was descending the stairs, you said. Okay.
Yeah, there's 2 sets of stairs, if you remember.
Yes. Doug's going to step forward towards where Cocytus is and just say, Cocytus, remember what I told you not to do with the dragons? Yeah, that those rules don't apply here.
And then I walk to the bottom of the stairs.
Have we taken a short rest since we had the last combat? No? Okay.
Nope.
Okay.
I would suggest thinking very carefully before raising your swords against me.
Yeah, I'm not using a sword, that's fine. Let's attack him.
I'm following your lead right now.
Why does this keep finishing? Where is it? Oh, come on. Hold up before you move. I had some music here and it's gone now. No.
Can you make me big, please?
Bear with me just a second because something else is going to happen. Right, there it is.
Okay.
I don't know why that keeps stopping playing, but it shouldn't. Right. So, as you...
Sorry, follow-up question to before. Has it been longer than an hour?
Since...
Yeah, because the war horses last for an hour, so I want to know if they're here or not.
They wouldn't be inside the mansion. They wouldn't fit through the door.
Big double door in a mansion.
Okay. I mean, they could kick the door down, maybe. It would be difficult terrain for them.
Shall we just say it's been more than an hour then? Because like
Yeah.
we came from inside the village.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, it's been more than an hour. They have turned into dust.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So...
Or glitter. No, probably not glitter.
As you start,
Missed?
as you start to approach him, Cocytus, he goes up to the wall and just starts walking up to the walls and walks into the middle of the room upside down
What?
on the ceiling.
Just track him across the ceiling, watching him, and I'm putting my hands on my swords, on the
How
hilts
high's
of
the
my
ceiling?
swords.
The ceiling is it's two stories up, so it's considerably high. It's about 60, 70 feet easily. But you
In
still...
that case, I'm not going to go big if it's 70 feet up.
Yeah.
Bullshit. Because we can't do a fucking thing.
He says, Gradle, dear brother, Gradle, your friends are here to save you. And he like gets hold of Gradle's face and he goes, please help me, please.
I'm just gonna shout up, let him go! Just...
Let him go? Why, my Lord Osmir would not be happy if I did that.
Then we're gonna have to make you let him go.
Is that so? Well, I tell you what, why don't you give me some entertainment? And if I feel entertained, then I will indeed let him go.
Oh dear. What do you want me to do? Juggle?
Can you please roll me initiatives?
As he's giving this bullshit talk about monologuing, I think I might just walk out.
I'll juggle these swords into your face. Okay, here we go. Oh, come on! That's not a good start!
I mean, you'd rather get the nut one here than on an attack.
Yes, yeah. I guess.
So are you actually walking out, Cocytus?
That was my intention. I'm like, fuck this. He's going to be up and standing in the ceiling.
Oh, he's...
What is he wearing?
What is he wearing? It just appears like a very gentry type clothing. You know, sort of royal blues and white ruffled shirts.
So, no armor.
No armor, no.
Okay.
Is Cocytus actually walking out of this?
As soon as you went on the ceiling and started playing that little bullshit mind games and puppeting crap, I was like, yeah, fuck this, and started walking out the building.
So...
I like that he just disrespected what he was doing and ignored him entirely.
So, because it's really this is the only thing about Fantasy Grounds is can be so
I'm
slow
like, yeah,
about.
I'm not interested in your little play.
Well, he's not just going to let us walk out, surely.
Oh, if you want to run away, he might let you.
Oh, come on.
Now, puppets, entertain me if you want your friend back.
I'm gonna look over to Doug.
He's not just going to let us walk out, and we need to help Lord Gradle.
If you want to leave, you know where the door is, you let yourselves in.
Oh, okay. There's a bunch of friends here now.
Yeah,
I'm just going to.
they kind of raise up from the floor, and you can see the armor sort of forming around their shadowy figures.
Mm-hmm.
Is Gradle conscious, or is he just?
Oh, Gradle's dead. You can tell he's dead. Like, he's literally just using him as a puppet toy to...
He said he was suspended.
He is... So, as far as you can tell, he's dead. But he has told you that Gradle's spirit, so to speak, is suspended between existence.
Oh, okay, he's dead. Cool.
Mm-hmm. So, in theory, he could be revived, but right now he's dead.
It would take some jiggery pokery to get him back, but it's not impossible.
If only we had a cleric.
I'm just going to take a couple more steps towards the door to say, what are we doing here, guys?
I don't think we're ready for this fight right now. But it's a fight we need to have.
Okay. Doug's in a bit of a tight spot because he wants his shawl back. that's one of the main things on his mind at the moment is he wants that shawl. He daren't ask for it because he knows that the bad guy will probably rip it to shreds just to taunt him, and I do not want that. Okay.
What was the weather like outside?
It was dry.
Cool.
Cocytus, if you open that door, we all leave together.
Oh, I already walked out.
Okay,
the house, is it like an old, like, what's the building you're looking at?
So the building itself is very, very sturdy. It's like... The only way I can really describe it, it's almost like Greek architecture, but made of marble and stone.
Yeah, you can't light it on fire. It's not gonna work.
I was gonna go for arson.
We all want arson, but it's not gonna work in this situation. Okay. I think the smartest thing for us to do is to follow Cocytus out, take a rest, and plan.
Okay. Just gonna back towards the door then, and just look up and just say to Garriton. Is that his name? Garriton?
Mm-hmm.
Say, we'll be seeing you, Garriton. We'll be seeing you.
Oh, I look forward to it. You're so charming, little one.
We're not quite ready to perform at the moment, but we'll be back when we have our act together.
Oh, by all means, take all the time you want. In the meantime, my toy will be waiting for you. And he grabs hold of Gradle's body. As you see the barbed wire just rip through his body as he grabs and dangles the body in front of you and just sort of swings it backwards and forwards.
And then that's what him. Cool. In the meantime, I'm going to go for a stroll down the street.
Okay, I walk out and I run after Cocytus. What was that? I mean, normally you're the one starting the fights, and then suddenly we're in a situation where there's going to be a fight, and you're walking away from it. What's going on? Sorry, I didn't catch that.
He just kind of shrugs. Just goes. Like he couldn't be bothered to deal with him.
Yeah, but like, not long ago we were. Gradle has helped us so much, and
that was a servant of Osmir.
Yeah.
clearly evil. I mean, do you want to stick dragon wings on him? Will that make you attack him?
Yeah, but I can't do a lot to attack someone on the ceiling. I can't reach.
Oh, I see. Okay. Makes sense.
I am
Doug's...
a 100% martial character who doesn't use ranged weapons.
Yeah, me too, actually. You can see Doug is he's kind of gone a little white in the face at what he's just seen, and you can also see that he's sort of breathing very heavily, and it almost like he's on the verge of a panic attack with what he's just seen, witnessed, and got himself into. He's like shaking and sweating and quite pale, and he's just I didn't actually realize that this was what we were getting into, and now it just feels like, what is this?
Bad.
You hear some... As you're walking down the street, you suddenly hear... Psst! Oi! You lot! Get over here!
Who's talking to us?
You look round and all you can see is like a very badly scarred face. You don't recognise it at first glance.
I go on over.
Yeah, let's go talk to the stranger in the alley.
Who are you?
What do you mean who am I? Don't you recognise me, fella? As you look closer at his face, although it is now severely disfigured, you sort of from the voice manage, and sort of for you the scent as well, Doug. You realise it's Captain Argyle.
I'm sorry, I didn't recognise you a second there. You've got a little something on your face.
Oh, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Right, listen to me. Right, we appreciate all the help you gave us with getting answers to what happened to the little girl and everyone that passed on. Right. Mm-hmm. Most of the families have now moved on, and they're grateful. Now, I have a little something for you back at the office, right? I've hidden it away. Problem is that Garrison is watching every single step I make now.
Where in the office would it be?
It's under my desk.
Okay. I'll be back. I'm gonna wild shape into a rat.
Okay.
And scamper.
Okay. Doug and Cocytus, do you stick around?
I'm gonna send Poe with her.
Okay.
Poe just lifts you up, like just. You're now a rat flying through the air, being carried by a
This feels dangerous.
I love it. So the people in this town are too hungry. I'm gonna stick by Cocytus while he pilots Poe.
So you
I've just told him. I've given Poe instructions to take you there for now.
yeah.
Okay.
So you and
Right.
Doug are sticking by Argyle, yes?
Yeah, gonna do that.
Screw it. I'm going to go for a stroll in town.
Okay. Doug,
Okay.
what are you doing, Doug?
I'm gonna. It's a hard one. I'm gonna stick with Argyle for now, actually.
Okay. Okay.
Just Cocytus, don't go too far and don't get into too much trouble. Okay. If you see any dragons, just think before you attack them.
As you say that, you see Argyle kind of give you a look. What are you talking about, dragons?
Oh, sorry. It's a
Dragons kill dragons.
he thinks he sees dragons. He thinks that everything's a dragon. It's okay. He'll punch drunk. One too many hits with the snake.
All right, Aladdin.
No, sorry. It's okay. It's an in joke. What did you stash away? What is Maeva going to get?
There's a bunch of gold in there, and there's a letter to the king and queen of Oshar. Garriton has only just managed to take over this city, this town. Okay? He's subjugated most of the people here. Most people are terrified of him. Even I'm fucking terrified of him. He's not taken his eyes off me since he's turned me. Okay?
Turned you? What do you mean?
And he kind of winces and like lifts his lips up, and you see a pair of fangs.
Oh.
I could joke about something else really wrong here.
I'm sorry that happened to you.
It's fine. Look, in all honesty, it was a necessary evil, okay? But Garriton has his eyes on a bigger prize.
Is that what would that be?
It would seem that this town is built on more than just a mortuary. There's something hidden deep beneath the ground. And he's excavating it.
And what's going to happen once he gets to it?
Well, if rumours be true, then it will be the end of the world.
Well,
Oh, awesome.
we can't be having that.
Now, I don't believe in such nonsense, right?
Do we mean just to be clear? Do we mean the literal destruction of the world, or?
Yeah.
Awesome. So I have mixed feelings on whether I support him or not now.
Interesting.
Because the end of the world means the death of all dragons.
Anyway.
You are one complex fellow. I was.
Anyway.
Sorry.
And you're not privy to this conversation anyway, Cocytus. You've buggered off. So he says, look, some people say it's some kind of magical device. One of the rumours is that the god of undeath has a ritual tomb down there somewhere, and that he might be able to resurrect him, let's say. But whatever it is, it ain't good.
It doesn't sound good.
What I've stashed away is something I managed to grab off of Lord Garriton when he did this to me. And like he sort of steps into the light slightly, and you can see there are scars across his face. You know, his lip is very disjointed. It looks like one of his eyes may be sort of half gouged.
Horrible.
Yeah. Well, listen. I managed to nab something off of him. I don't think he knows it's me. I don't think he noticed it's gone. But that's what's in the package. Get it as far away from here as you physically can.
We will. You have my word.
Yeah. So, Cocytus, as you're strolling through town, where are you headed?
I'm gonna go to the blacksmiths.
You head over to the blacksmiths. You open the door. The forge is out.
Is the shopkeeper / blacksmith still around?
Doesn't appear so.
Are there any shops open?
Everyone has abandoned town, pretty much. There are very, very few transactions to be had here now.
I want to reignite the forge.
Okay, can you make me a dexterity check with your smithing tools, please?
Dexterity, smithing is strength.
Yes, but I'm more thinking of you trying to light the forge rather than actually forging a weapon.
And because of my runes, I get advantage on smithing related.
That's fine.
So you're making me do a dex one. Knowing that I've got awful dex, okay. So dex is plus 0. So I've got proficiency in the tools.
So it's your dex plus 2.
3. So
plus 3, sorry.
Plus 3, so it's going to be advantage roll plus 3. So it's going to be plus 3 added on to...
Yeah. Onto the actual roll, that's fine.
And that is absolute fucking garbage. So I'm going to use the daily ability to bolster that.
Okay.
Wow, absolute fucking trash.
On a 10, I was going to let you have it anyway. As it takes you a little bit of work to get the forge going again, because this is quite a big forge, and it takes a lot of like wood and things, and I imagine you just find like wooden benches and things, smashing them up just to try and get that initial fire going in the forge. As you light the forge, you can feel, well, not so much feel, but you can see, like, out the windows and things, you can see those mists are once again looming. They're not coming in, but they are looming.
24 hours mobile CCTV.
Maver, can you please make me an investigation check?
Sure thing. Fuck.
On a 3, you find the package that you was told to find. Inside, you can see there's 400 gold pieces. But there is something else in there as well. It appears to be a large black onyx stone.
Is there also the letter that I was told about?
There is a letter in there as well.
Okay.
Addressed to King Ulshar.
Okay. Onyx stone, gold, and letter. Yeah, that sounds about right. I am going to drop the wild shape.
Okay.
Put all of that into my bag of holding. Is it a different day than when I used wild shape that one time for the glacier?
Yeah. Oh god, yeah.
Okay. In that case, oh, I don't think I can wild shape again because we're far away from the ley lines. Huh.
You could potentially wild shape, but it could also go wrong.
I think that's a risk I am willing to take.
Okay.
For now, at least.
What do you want to wild shape into?
A rat.
You wild shape into a rat, but you are one size larger.
A medium-sized rat.
Mm-hmm.
I think rats are actually tiny, so it would be
So
a
you're
small.
a small rat.
Yeah.
A rat the
Yeah.
size of a goblin.
Strange to be sure. To be sure.
Yeah. A rat of unnatural size.
Can you...
Okay.
do you...
I'll leave.
As you go to leave, can you please make me a dexterity saving throw as a rat? I'll need to do it when I... No, because your your physical stats change, so I need to get the stats for a rat up.
Stats for the
rat. No, I don't want the image. Oh, I'm looking in images, aren't I, for a rat instead of the...
Dexterity is 0.
Oh, so it's just a flat roll. Cool. That
Yep.
makes life so much easier. That is a natural 1.
Wow.
Oh no.
As you go to leave this building, you trip a wire which quickly wraps around your body, digging in barbs and lifting your body slowly to the ceiling. You take 3 points of piercing damage as it grabs hold of you.
Rats have 1 hit point.
So
I transform back into my Goliath self.
Yep. And you are restrained and grappled by these wires.
They're big wires.
They are. They are the same kind of wires that was holding Lord Gradle to the ceiling.
Oh.
Keep in mind that Poe is with her and has been instructed to assist her.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd imagine he would try and help her free herself, maybe try and pick up the wires, or...
There'll be a couple of checks that Poe can help with to try and release her. But you certainly, through Poe's eyes, although I think it's probably out of range actually from the blacksmiths.
Yeah, it has to be within it's either 30 or 60 feet for me to do the eye thingy.
Yeah, so it's out of range for you to do that.
You can communicate to me, but I can't see it.
Mm.
I can be told, but
yeah,
not see.
Yeah, so he just basically says to you, danger, danger, trap, trap, danger, danger, trap, trap.
Cool. Message received.
Okay. So, whilst hold on, bear with me.
Back
2
to
seconds.
Doug next, isn't it?
Sorry?
Oh, I was going to say back to Doug next, isn't it?
I'm just trying to find something. Bear with me. Bear with. So, whilst Cocytus is working hard away in the forge, having just been notified of the danger that Maeva finds herself in the captain of the guard's office, Doug's still conversing with Captain Argyle.
Mm-hmm.
Will they find Maeva, or will Maeva be able to free herself with the assistance of Cocytus's trusty little friend? Will Cocytus's faith guide the party to stop the gods of death from rising once more? And what could possibly be happening in Sanctuary further to the gods of death rising that had Maeva's old caregiver in such a flutter? Come back in 2 weeks' time, when we will find out these very things. Thank you everyone for watching. Thank you to my players for playing. Hopefully we'll have a full party next session. So, I'm going to let the players go ahead and outro. So let's start with you, Maeva.
Well, I think we had a great session. I'm very much looking forward to next session, which will be on the 30th, to find out what happens. This is a sticky situation.
And actually, it's an ideal situation for Halloween.
Yes, it is.
Oh, yeah.
It's very thematic.
Indeed.
It's very creepy.
Cocytus.
Kill dragons.
Okay, and last but not least...
I think that says it all.
Yeah. Last but by absolutely no means least, Call It Crits. Phil playing Doug Hundolf. Go on, plug away. I know you're dying to.
Yeah, you know I'm going to. I had a great session today, by the way. I've loved it. Yeah, and obviously, if you're watching, please come watch Call It Crits tomorrow night, where the party that I'm directing have just walked into an ambush and are about to be attacked by about 200 druids. So we'll see if they manage to escape that situation. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the Halloween special for this one as well. Actually, very thematic. Well done, Dungeon Master.
No worries. Guys, girls, non-binary pals of the SS Adventurer, I have been your captain for this evening. If you are enjoying this show and you would like to get involved with a game with me, I currently have 2 seats open throughout the week at my professional gaming tables. Link is in the chat right now. If you click on the Discord link in the description below, you can come and join the social Discord for me and my players here tonight. Other than that, I hope you all have a wonderful evening. If you have missed any of tonight's session, I will hopefully be adding it onto my YouTube tomorrow, or at least it will be done at some point through the week. Other than that, I want to thank each and every one of my players for being amazing. And yes, go to twitch.tv/callitcrits for tomorrow night. And Phil will be in this seat right here where it says Dungeon Master.
Oh yes.
But other than that, I've got nothing else to plug. So, We are now making port. Please set foot carefully off the plank, and we will see you in a couple of weeks' time when we set sail once more for the world of Eulalia and the Rebirth campaign. Bye!
Bye!